Hey, hey, hey. Now I can't hear you. So your microphone has disappeared into the system. So while Mr. Noel Smith does he's muted himself. You muted yourself, mate. You're on mute. Take your mute off. You muted your microphone on the screen. Yeah, amateurs, you know what I'm saying, bruv? You unmute. Oh my goodness, what is he like?
Hey, no, behave yourself, man. My palm, as I was moving my cursor around, my palm hit the mute button. I know, I'm nuts. Hey, how you doing, Kardy? How you doing? Hey,
Yeah, I'm excellent. I'm excellent.
you
How are you?
sure?
Yeah, I'm actually amazing. You know, because I didn't mute my microphone, did I? So, you know,
Have you introduced yourself to everybody?
no. I haven't introduced myself. Basically, I just wanted to take advantage of you trying to find the unmute button. He was like going, "Where is it?" And I know what that's like. Do you know what I mean? When you can't find the button, it's just like, "Oh, unmute yourself," and you're like panicking.
Hey, man, that's nothing compared. Anyway, my
Yeah,
name
yeah.
is Noél Michael Smith.
And my name is Kardy Laguda, and we are
Yeah. We are the
two.
two. Two things I want to say to you, right? Two things I want to say to you. Number one is that when you were talking about the mute button,
Yes.
last year or the year before, I went to my daughter's nativity play. Okay,
Right.
right, and everything was happening. Everyone was in there already, and I crept in to the back, and I was listening to a podcast at the time on my headphones, right?
Yeah.
And I've got my phone, and I've taken my headphones out my ears, and they automatically turn off the music or the thing. Put them
Okay.
in my case, everything's good, and
Yeah.
this place is completely quiet, and all the little kids are on there. The 6-7 year olds are on there doing their nativity play, and next thing, my phone comes on. The podcast starts speaking at the top of the voice, and he's gonna do this, and I'm trying to funnel this thing around, man. And I tell you, I'm tech savvy, and I know 5 ways of turning this thing off. I couldn't think of one, and I picked my buddy up and ran out the hall, man. Sweat pouring down and everything.
Was it like one of those? Was it one of those really quiet moments on the nativity play when it all goes
The
silent?
whole thing was quiet. It was totally silent.
Oh.
When I walked in there, there weren't one person not looking at me. When I walked back in, I hold my hand up and said, sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious.
So before we move on, I just want to say hello to everybody that's tuning in. Thank you very much for tuning in on our Sunday night pleasure.
Excellent.
Yeah, some people have been putting in that in. I really appreciate your time and because your time is very special to you, and we are privileged that you will spend your special time with us. It makes it
your time is special to us too.
Yeah. Special to us on the two. So, so good evening and happy Sunday. And in today's, well, before we just go on, I just wanted to know if you would like, if you're on a social media platform that has likes or thumbs up and love hearts and stuff like that, if you can just give a couple before you move on and have your dinner, just pump it up a little bit. If you're on a video platform, give us a thumbs up, give us a whatever you can. That would help because it helps the channel. We like to do that. Anyway,
yeah.
So in today's show,
yeah,
we are going to talk about well, we had a conversation, and the conversation was about I mentioned compartmentalization. Boom, big word, lots of syllables.
Yes. Yes, I'm surprised you were able to say it, Kardy, because you were struggling with that word in the week. No, he wasn't. I'm kidding. He's got the word down to a T. Sometime I'll wind him up and see how far I could push. but he
yeah,
always stays smooth, cool, like
yeah.
Barry White.
I mean, I know you're the Barry White man. I'm the guy that
Okay.
sits there with the Buddha-like kind of energy, and I just try to stay in center as much as I can. You know,
Of
it's all
course.
about staying in the center. If you can stay in the center, there ain't anything that can get in your way. You know, trust me on that one. So listen. So compartmentalization, as I said, it with all those syllables, for all those people that don't know what syllables are, I'm going to tell you that um, I'd rather say it's planning. And on the advert, I wrote down, we're going to talk about planning because it was something that I said in the week that kind of sparked this conversation for in this live today. So wait,
Sure.
and the way I split up my day was really interesting to you because I said that what I did is I would give myself little hour goals. So what I would do is I
The
would
way you split your day up wasn't interesting to me. It's the fact that you used the word compartmentalization was interesting to me. That you use that word and you use that mythology and that ideology to generate how you split your day up. Yeah,
right.
it all amounts to the same thing, really. But that's what I was more impressed with because that's something I dabble in. But yeah, you carry on with your story.
Okay. Okay. So you kind of throw me off now because I was there
Really,
riding on my train
Kardy,
track.
you're Mr. Ice Cool. Nothing could throw you off.
Hey, listen, I'm still in the center. I'm just playing. So here we have it, right? Okay, so I split my day up, and some of you who who are watching might find this interesting for you and your lives. Like, if I've got something that I really want to do and I really want to do well, okay, the first thing you got to do is move your phone out of the room. And I don't mean turn off I don't mean put it on silent. I don't mean turn off notifications. I mean you need to move your phone out of the room, like even to the other side of the house. Imagine that, like you don't have a phone because we are connected to our phone. That was the first thing that I would do. The second thing I'd do is I would use something else to create a timer. Now I've got one of these Amazon things, you know, and I use it as a dictionary more than anything else. You know, if I want to
Sure.
know the word compartmentalization definition, yeah, I would say, "Hey Alexa, what's the meaning of compartmentalization?" Right? And you know, and then basically it would that's what I use it for. But I also use it for a timer. So I'll say to Alexa, "Give me a 1 hour timer," and I will use that 1 hour, and I wouldn't focus so hard. And I will treat it like I'm running a race and I will go hard and nothing is going to stop me. I'm going to be focused for that 1 hour to do that one task. And as soon as it goes, in the end, that doesn't even sound like the timer at all. The moment,
I just let you carry on with that foolishness, man. I just let you carry on with that.
the moment it's the time.
Let's dress up the people's food up there, man. Let's dress up the people that are eating their nice chicken and vegetables and stuff, and you're messing up their Sunday nice meal.
Yeah. So right. And I would just do that for 1 hour, and then when I get to the hour, then I would literally not do that anymore.
Uh-huh.
I would terminate it because that's the end of the hour, and I would go and do something completely different. Now, if I come back with the next compartmentalizational section of my day, I would either do something else.
Is that one word?
That was a lot more.
Was it one word, Kardy? You're saying it like it was one word.
Compartmentalization. I actually added some extra syllables to that. Did you see that? I'm like a thesaurus, man. No, a dictionary. I'm like a dictionary. Okay, so
do you say thesaurus or thesaurus?
I say thesaurus.
Okay.
What do you say?
Right. Thesaurus.
You say thesaurus. Yeah, you just want to get the extra A in there, don't you? I say.
Anyway, carry on with your story.
Okay. Now the story's almost done, but the fact is that I split it and then I focus for that time. That's like an atomic hour. Now, I won't do that every hour, but if I've got something I really want to do, I would shut the world out and I would do it. But I'll make sure I do it hard and fast. I don't like to work under pressure, but I find that very complementary challenging. Complementary.
Are
Find it
you?
challenging.
Are you? All right, everybody. You know what's going on here. I can see it clearly now. Kardy is in book writing mode. So his neurons are reformed at this time to engineer, right, all of these beautiful words that he's saying. Because when you're in a mode and all you see is that your track, you're just going down that road.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. No, I do hear you, and I do when I am in. Actually, no, I'm not in book writing mode. I'm in letter writing mode.
yeah.
I've written so many complaint letters for and help letters
Really?
for this
Oh
week.
man, yeah, you wrote one and you sent it on to me and it was amazing. Amazing. We can't divulge it. I don't think
No,
it's
no,
not
no,
the right time,
no,
but
no.
it's good. It's good. It's good.
Yeah. So I've been doing that a lot, and then that's been kind of is an offshoot of my book writing power. Do you understand what I mean?
Hmm.
Yeah.
But I want to touch on something else, right? Compartmentalizing is not just something you would do if you're physically putting putting things together, right, or tasks together. I teach this to my kids, to my younger kids, and it works. I get them to compartmentalize things in
It's like
their head, right? So if they shut up and listen, I'm trying to teach you something here, boy. Yeah.
carry on.
Hey, when we used to go to school, and the teachers used to say, "Hey, boy, come over here." You know what we used to say to them?
What?
Look in my trousers, and you won't see, boy.
Oh no! Snooty.
Look at that nobody down here, man. You just reminded me of that. You just reminded me of that. Ah, we used to have fun, man. School was something else.
So when you said that to somebody, was it a male teacher or female teacher?
We didn't care because no one's got the right. No one ain't calling me boy. You know, I got band down here. You ain't gonna. Where you were getting boy from?
Oh my god, that's so bad. Okay,
Oh
right.
man, my gosh. But okay, but right. So if somebody's got an issue and they've got an issue with a particular person,
Yeah.
I say to my kids, first of all, it isn't an issue with that person. It's how you've received the information, regardless of what that person has said or what they've done. You've received the information in a specific way. You need to put that information in a place where it cannot hurt you. Yes, in your head. And I often say this, and that's another thing what I call compartmentalizing. It's putting something in a place in your psyche, right, where it's useful for that moment in time.
So you use it more of a protection mechanism.
Yeah, and also for getting things done. Because one of the things I did, and I think we used to talk about this quite a lot. Actually, we used to hammer this subject out, is not dwelling on things and letting something just, it's happened, bam. That's because there's three things going on here. If we look on the face of stuff, three things going on here: past, present, future. Right? The past is gone. Nothing you could do about it. Yes. The present, in fact, I often say to people, there is no present. Present don't exist, right? Because as soon as you say, bam, it's the past, right? So you're always living in the future. I'm always living in the future. You can live in the present. I live in the future. So whatever comes out of your mouth now, what are you doing your face like a monkey? Huh? Why are you making? Why are you bending? Why are you
I'm just
bending up your face like a monkey?
I'm waiting for you to finish so that I can disagree with you.
That's okay for you to disagree with me. That's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
You carry on.
All right. Because
I'm holding it in big time.
so you got the
Someone just
pass.
asked. Someone's just asked. Have we two been on beer?
Have we
Some
been what?
on beer drinking.
No, no.
No, no.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, look, you
Look,
carry on.
we don't
You
drink.
can to the point. Can to the point.
Okay. So, from my perspective,
And
I
it's
look at it.
always, yeah, go on.
It's always it's good to have a different perspective, and it's good to have
Sure.
a perspective. And the good thing about being in this world is you're allowed to have a different perspective to everybody else and a different experience. Otherwise, it wouldn't
Absolutely.
necessarily be worth coming here if we were all
Okay.
carbon copy people. Do you know what I mean? We would, because your name could be Xerox and I could be Xerox. You know, in fact, look at our T-shirts. We're almost like Xerox today. We didn't even fuck each other up and say, "Hey, wear the blue T-shirt." You know what I'm saying? We didn't even do that, right? Now,
It's happened that way.
it just happened. Yeah, we're talking the synchronicity. We're talking about a bubble moment, probably, as I arrived.
Okay.
So now to answer your situation, no, your to respond to you,
Mhm.
okay, or to give you my perspective, it's like this. Past, I agree. When the past is gone, it's gone. Okay. Now, there's no such thing as time. Get your head around that one. You know what I'm saying? Time doesn't exist. There's only now. There are billions, trillions, quadrillions, quadricentillions, or whatever you want to call it, of moments of now. And we literally live our life from moment to moment to moment in the now. That's it. That's it. Time is a construct that allows us to actually live as a physical person, but there isn't any such thing as time. Now, I might lose people now because if you can't, you have to try to get your head around that, because from a physical perspective, it don't make sense to people. You know, that there is a now, 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 every single moment. Now, listen, if you get so many nows going in a particular direction, you will eventually create a momentum that is a now based on the now that you had prior to the now that you have now. That's good. I love it.
You had a lip sync problem there for a minute, like I had last week.
Yeah, I know what it is, and it means that I need to remove myself from the studio and come back in, because there's a problem with the camera, and I'm trying not to move as much, because if I move as much, I will go into robot mode. You know,
Uh-huh.
I know what the problem is, but
Why don't you do that and I talk to everyone?
okay, go for it.
Okay, excellent.
Hopefully we won't cut you off. If he cuts off, if I leave, right, and it cuts you off,
Oh, would that might happen?
I don't know. Maybe I should
Well,
stay.
we can't. I think you should stay if that's the case.
Okay, let me
Yeah.
see if I can do something with my camera.
Look,
I'll leave the studio. You can talk to the people. Okay.
okay. Okay. All right. So everybody, look, you can see my whole background. This is like this is all the things I do, my kickboxing, my fitness and kids workouts and all that stuff. Anyway, I don't agree with what Kardy's saying. Yeah, he's not on air now, so I can tell you that it was a load of rubbish, because we all know you have 3 points in time: past, present, future. When you do a task, whenever you do that task, yes, you do a task, the task then the task then goes, that's the past, and you are constructing the task in the present, and you think about what you're going to do in the future. And when I anything I do podcasts, right? I think Kardy's told you that before. I do my own podcast, and when I structure my podcast, I structure it in 3 ways. Yes, I tell them what I'm going to do, I do what I'm going to do, and then I give them the solutions at the end of the podcast. Yeah, 3 things: beginning, middle, end. That's how I structure my stuff, and that's how I think time works: the past, the present, the future. So I don't know. Is he back in?
I was reading Jason's comment. He's going quick. He's
What did he
coming
say?
back soon. He said, "Quick! He's coming back soon." You made me laugh, mate. I was in the back. I was in the green room, and I could still see your comments. And
Okay.
that's funny. No. Thank you. I'm sure that a few people were backing me. I could hear everything you were saying. Yeah, all right. I heard everything you were saying back here. I don't agree with you. I'm a little girl.
Hey, yeah, there was nothing wrong with your camera, isn't it? You were tricking me.
But look. I'm not lip syncing anymore, man. I fixed it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm clear as day, clear as night.
Oh, that's funny, Kardy.
Let me tell you something, right? Last Wednesday, I had a record bubble moments, right? And I'm not going to mention the person's name. There was a few people that are probably on here that understand about bubble moments. If you don't know what a bubble moment is, right, then you need to kind of go back to some of the previous videos that we've done, because we've explained what they are, especially the first on the second one, you know. And with the bubble moments, what happens is we go bubble moment of the week. I had more bubble moments of the week this week. People were actually phoning me consistently and messaging me consistently about bubble moments, right? One lovely lady had a bubble moment in her car, followed by a bubble moment when she got home. Right? And then I had someone call me up and say, I got something else happened with a bubble moment, all within the space of like 3 or 4 hours, you know. And even Lola, she even messaged me, I had a bubble moment, and I was like, "What? What's going on?"
That's your daughter, right? For the record.
Yeah. But the thing is, right? You've gone into a super sync mode again. So
I
now,
know, I can see it, but you know what? It's since you've come back, you've
video in it. Remember?
I mean that video.
Every time I play the video, bubble moment of the
Oh
week,
yeah.
you go in.
Yeah.
It's like someone burst your bubble.
It should come back into sync, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Why have we now flipped sides? Well, because I left and went to the green room, and then when I came back, I end up going to this.
Do you know, Kardy, that disorientates people, you know.
Yes,
There's people who come to my class.
it's because they always stay on the side, and sometimes they change, and the people just can't. They start freaking out. Why?
Not yet. They come to my class, and if someone's in their space, they ask them to move because they can't work out on the other side of the room.
Yeah. Let me just sort this out. 1 second, right? Right now, I'm going to talk about him.
Oh my gosh!
There you go. Is that better for you all? It's thrown. Right. So, right. Okay. So, moving forward, right? What was you going to say?
How do you mean what I was going to say? You were doing all the talking.
Okay. There's nothing new there, is there?
No.
Right.
So what's the conclusion? Oh, look, I'm just out of sync again. What's the conclusion? What conclusion we're going to come to this subject that we're talking about anyway?
Well, there are advantages and disadvantages for compartmentalization, for splitting things up into pieces, into different sections. Say, for example, you have a business, or let's take business out of it. Let's say you've got a family with lots of kids in the family. You could actually get one kid to do one thing of the same job, another thing of the same job, another thing of the same job, and not tell them what each job does. So when they all come together,
yes,
they literally put their findings and their construct together, thus becoming a greater whole than all the little pieces. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
that's the
And I see why you were going to mention business, because I could name two companies off the top of my head that do things like that, and they make amazing products. So yeah.
Yeah. A lot of the military use that system as well. You know,
Yes,
for
yes. In fact, the space shuttle was going to be one of them.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, but you know what? It's really weird watching your lips move and nothing come out.
Yeah. Well, we got to stop messing around with this thing. I mean, is it any better now? It looks better on my end.
Fine. You're fine. I'm just playing.
Yeah.
Just playing.
Yeah.
Right.
So
So, did you have any bubble moments this week as well, or not?
I had I had an amazing one. Actually, when you came on air, yeah, when you came on air and said that you were going to talk about the oh no, you said something, and I was listening to something in the car on my way over to my office here, and the thing I was listening to was a professor. He was speaking. That's what it was when you said that. Here was a bubble moment, because you were talking about the putting your. Am I doing some weird things here on my camera?
No.
Is
You
it
carry on.
okay there?
Just
Yeah,
carry
you were talking about putting not having your phone, and your phone in a room when you're doing a job, when you're working for that hour.
Sure.
Yeah, I was just listening to a seminar, and the professor that was talking said that whenever, and he was talking about presentation, people presenting, and he said when you give a presentation, you just make sure that their people do not have their phones on, and they put their laptops away. The laptops are closed, because he said that number one, it's a distraction. They're not going to be listening to what you're saying, right? And they're going to be checking emails and what have you, and other things coming in. So that was a bubble moment. The minute I stopped listening to that, jumped into my studio, spoke to you, and then you mentioned that
Yeah.
today.
Yeah. So that was
Yeah,
a joint bubble moment of the week with
yeah,
reference to that. Yeah, that it's happening a lot, and as we're going closer and closer towards December, where they have the winter solstice, you're probably going to find, and now, guys, if you're listening to this, pay attention. You're going to find that you're going to find that the synchronicities that you have in your everyday life, right, are going to actually spiral upwards if you are open to it. In other words, you'll start to get the momentum of the energy will start to literally go through the roof. So expect more synchronicities if you are open to it. If you're one of these people that go, I don't believe in that, you'll get what you wish for no matter what. I'm telling you.
absolutely, absolutely. I think everyone knows that. Whether you get what you be careful what you wish for, boys and
Yeah.
girls out there. Hey, listen, I've got a question for you. Do you do Christmassy in your house? Do you have the decorations and stuff?
No, every day's Christmas for me.
I'm big Christmas man. Every
Every
day of Christmas is my feeling, but I got lights and this and tree. I got a massive. I got two trees coming this today. Yeah, two trees.
You do realize what that means, don't you?
What?
You just,
I'm gonna climb the tree.
no.
What does that mean?
I'm running out of time to answer that. Actually,
Give me the abbreviated version.
we'll talk about it as we go closer towards the festive season, basically, because we're coming to the end now. But yeah, congratulations on your tree buying, tree building experience, and because you have very little children as well, I think
Yeah.
that it's also very, very magical for them, because we remember, what it was like, how excited it was. But I adopted that thing in my adult life because I don't believe you need to grow up to not be a child.
Double presence, someone said. Is that Fiona?
Yeah, because she doesn't think about the past or the future. She just thinks about the present. She's worked it out. She's living moment to moment to moment to moment to moment, and she's getting double presents. So as far as just to kind of draw this to a close, because we don't want to keep you up. I'm going to keep you away from your fantastic evening. I'm laughing. You don't want to keep it up. Do you know what? I've been looking at the amount of eyeballs versus on the social media platform versus the amount of likes. And for about 3 minutes, it was 11, 11, 11, 11, 11,
Right.
11,
Right.
11, 11, right? And magic numbers, you know,
Hmm.
magic numbers. It means I'm telling you something.
You play bingo?
No, I don't do that.
Okay.
Do you do
No, I
that?
don't do it either.
Ah,
But I
okay.
always remember legs 11.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Legs 11, 11, 11. But 11, 11 is a powerful, powerful number. And a lot of people see that. They wake up at night, they look at the clock, and it says 11, 11. They might be in that focus moment in the zone, and
Uh-huh.
they might look at their watch and it will say 11, 11. It's a very powerful number. But anyway, that was staring at me for about 3 minutes. So we would like to thank people for buying us coffees with the buymeacoffee.com/2chat. We'd like to thank you all for the support. We'd like
Yes.
to see if you would like to have anybody that would like to visit us. We're going to be doing a midweek pre-recorded 2chat session. So we're going to have 2 sessions. This one will be live, and then we'll be doing one in the week on a different subject. And so if you need some midweek uplift, feel free. We're going to try and
Totally.
also
Totally.
in the near future, we're going to get guests on as well. So some of you may receive an invitation to come on to the show. And if that's you, you've got to be interested. So if you're not interested,
We like lively people.
go and do one.
Kardy's a fitness. Kardy teaches fitness. I teach fitness, and you know what? We're lively people. Lively.
We can see that a lot of people want different subjects, and there's some subjects coming through. And yeah, we will cover some of those. That will be good. And I'm actually going to probably be doing a juice fast come December, and I'll be putting more information about how that's going to work. Because a few people have been asking, and there's some other things as well that are coming. We're just waiting for things to materialize, and then we'll be able to share it. And Noel will have some
Definitely.
stuff as well. He'll be able to share too.
Definitely.
So we would like to say to you, well, I would like to say to you, and Noel would like to say to you for sure. Thank you very much for joining us on the 2.
My name is Noél Michael Smith, and over there
is Mr. Kardy Laguda, and he's the man with 3 names, and I got 2, and we are the 2. I want you to have a fantastic evening. Remember the 25th of December. Ciao.